Hello, America. Here is the one thing. We are always told when there's smoke, there's usually fire. But is that true? There's something rotten coming from ACORN, the community organizing group of 400,000 or so, the people there in the 110 cities that have become notorious for voter registration fraud allegations during the 2008 election. Well, you know what? I knew about as much about ACORN as probably you did. I saw them on TV. I thought this was all about politics. It is not. It is so much deeper than just politics. It is really about corruption all the way. I don't even know where it ends yet. We have people now on the inside of ACORN coming out of the woodwork, telling us what they believe is actually happening. They have been too frightened to speak out in the past. There doesn't seem to be enough journalists, apparently, that want to be the Woodward and Bernstein of today. Nobody in the media is following this story. Why, I wonder? Here's the first hint of smoke. Here is what the chair of ACORN in Washington, D.C. said on this program last week.
ACORN does not need to be funded with any more taxpayer dollars until we find out what happened to the last taxpayer dollars that ACORN was funded with.
I'm telling you, this woman, she's practically Rosa Parks. I love this woman. She is standing up. I don't know what she knows yet. I don't know all of it. We're tracking it down as much as we can, but I'm telling you, this woman is not sitting down. And this woman, I believe, is in danger as well. By the way, if I ever, you know, I'm in a weird car accident or I commit suicide or something, after the media stops celebrating my death, could they check into it? Because I'm not suicidal and I'm a pretty good driver. It's awfully suspicious now that people within the organization can't seem to get the answer about where is all this money going? How is this money coming in and going out? There's no transparency here. And when people have asked questions, they've been tossed out. Or the word that I keep hearing from ACORN members is they've been dissolved. Well, that doesn't sound creepy at all. One of the other guests we had on the program was Karen Inman. She talked about this on Friday. We know there's smoke, but is there fire? I don't know, because it's damn near impossible to unravel the web of organizations that are part of this massive group. If you think ACORN is just some small little thing, you got another thing coming. It apparently operates under the umbrella of what we told you about last night, Citizens Consulting Incorporated, whose website is completely empty aside from its address. Here's what the building at that address seen on the website looks like. It's at 1024 Illy-Shun Fields in New Orleans. Yeah. That's a funeral home there. According to corporate filings, about 270 related organizations, which are a mix of corporations and nonprofits from states to California to Louisiana, have all filed from that location. Does it look like that building holds 270 organizations? The $630,000 building that was once a funeral home is owned by Illy-Shun Fields Corp., which doesn't tell us anything. That only creates more smoke. The president of ACORN, Wade Rathke, is a partner in that corporation. He and his brother, Dale, are listed as president or partner in dozens of companies based in that building in Louisiana. We told you that Dale embezzled about $1 million while serving as comptroller of CCI. That's that funeral home, which, by the way, we don't think anyone actually works in that building. He was fired about a year ago, only after the scandal of his $1 million embezzlement had been brushed under the carpet for about 8 years. But is there any more fire? To give you an idea of what's going on at that address, as far as the size and scope, I want to compare it to the United Way. Here's a legitimate organization. United Way has 1,300 local organizations, while ACORN has 1,200 local organizations. So they're roughly the same size. We found 13 records of affiliated organizations at United Way's main address. ACORN has 270. That's what you've been seeing scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So what is going on in that location? We don't know yet. It could be something simple, just as a P.O. box, a mail dump. That's what insiders tell us this building is. Just all of the mail is mailed there. Where does it go from there? All the money is being sent there. Why? could be just to limit liability for tax purposes. If it wasn't for the Rathkes or the people inside Acorn saying that all these organizations weren't connected, even though tax filings suggest otherwise, at best, it looks like, well, maybe that's just a mail dump, limit liability and tax benefits. In other words, the people at Acorn are not paying their fair share. But at worst, this is just a front door to a maze where someone is trying to shake people from the trail. Either way, isn't it at least questionable? Questionable enough to have somebody, oh, I don't know, call me crazy, from 60 Minutes? You know, some real journalist, maybe, well, I don't even want to count on NBC, at ABC or somebody, anybody. Any takers here? It's pretty clear plenty of smoke is at that address in Louisiana. And we're going to find out whether the fire department needs to be called in. A look closer.